Okay, I got 27 hard drives. These are PC hard drives, and I have one laptop hard drive. So basically, I just want to show you the variances in the boards and sizes, shapes. Some are unpainted. These are old school ones. With the unpainted ones are old school. These are probably recent boards here. I would think more recent. This style here is more recent. But this is a look at all the amount of stuff they had in there before. Sure, a lot of stuff there. I just want to show you that's a recent one again. Here's another one that's probably a little bit older. They're all 300 gigs and less. Like some have like here you have tantalums mixed in there with, you know, different flat pack type things. DSP, those are good chips there. A couple tantalums there. And they're all going to have either a newer style gold plating, or you'll have the pin gold plating like pins, right? Some I can take apart completely, some I won't. It depends on if they have rivets or if they're pressed in there. We don't know until I start taking them apart. I'll take some apart. Here's your hard drive. This is just a really small one here, 40 gig out of a laptop, right? And they're all a little different. Some have stainless steel covers. Some screws could be brass. Some screws could be stainless steel. Some could be steel. Here's the older, like painted ones. Aluminum cover. Look at this old one here. That's old style here. Oops, that's the old style. So if you get that pattern, you know it's an old hard drive. That's a really good board. Full length. Lot of components on it. Gold recovery, really good. Old technology had a lot of you know, a lot of precious metals in there. There's like tantalum, there's MLCCs, there's palladium, platinum. Who knows what's going to be in there in some of those boards, but they're minute amounts. It's not like you have a whole mount. You need hundreds of boards. You know, the components are like they're tiny microscopic components, right? You need hundreds and hundreds of these you know, surface mounted, you know, MLCCs and monolithic capacitors and so on to make any type of weight. But if it's like in volume, right? If you start saving the stuff and then putting it aside, and you know, you're gonna have more. Like, see, you have 3 tantalums here. 3. This is identical board. You got 2, and then here you have a couple more. So if you start popping those off. Like all these boards, you could sell them at $8.50 a pound. That's American prices. You might only have 2 pounds of boards here, maybe not even. Well, these boards probably add up. These boards. This is a better board, but these tiny boards take a lot to add up, right? So, anyways, my suggestion is depends on what you want to do. Don't take nothing off a board until you know what you want to do with the board. If you plan to do gold recovery and you want to process stuff yourself, then that's up to you. Once you take a component off the board, like a chip like this, the board is worthless. The scrap guys don't want these boards. They want the boards together, because these are the main items here for gold recovery, the main chips, right? You take the chips off, that's 95% of the value right there. So until you know what you want to do, don't touch them. So far, I'm just stockpiling material. I'm not disturbing or taking components off until I know what I want to do. I'll take a few hard drives off to like apart myself, like live. Hopefully the videos won't be too long, but we'll see how it goes. And then I'll just show you, you know, some of the hard stuff, different things, and so on when I'm doing the removal of all the components. Okay, stay tuned. By opening the old one, it's, what is it? I don't know what it is for hard drive. It says 210 megabytes. I don't know what that means. If it's, but anyways, it's really old school, so it's quite old. Made in Malaysia. Okay, so I basically you have 4 screws on the cover. So we'll just take the cover off quickly. Try to find a spot to put screws here. Just those screws here for now and here. Just like a dog's, cats and stuff. I don't want them stepping on a sharp screw or something, right? Okay, so Okay, and then we get a couple screwdrivers here. It's gonna have like a seal here, metal seal. It's a unique smell. Okay, so basically you'll have a platter here that's probably dipped in platinum or something. It's very minute. They said it's called by splattering. So somehow there's a process to take a tiny little drop and it just covers this with the platinum and some other metals. So basically it just goes back and forth, and this thing goes like that, and whatever, it gets your data off here. You can see it was well used. There's lots of actually little scratch marks in here. So anyways, let me just see what's involved here. I'm gonna take out the platter itself. See what screws I have here. Well, let's just start on the board for now. Let's get the board out of the way. So you have like 4 screws on the board. And I see 4 screws only. So most of this hard drive itself is aluminum. So there's a lot of good stuff there you can recycle. Okay, there it is. Very nice board. Gold-plated pins there, and old plated pins. Like I say, there's a couple of metal caps here. They're crystal oscillators. People get silver out of them, but like you need tons and tons enough to get a little bit of silver out of it. So to me, it's not really a big deal. Here's a tantalum. The tantalum is a lot rarer than the silver, so I'd be more inclined to go for tantalums, capacitors versus crystal oscillators. But if you're just depopulating a board, you might as well just stockpile them, right? It's amazing how much material you get when you stockpile stuff. Okay, so I gotta change a bit here. Well, I see the board. That's why it's hard to come out. It was actually, it had a gold plate connector here into the board. I was wondering why it seemed a bit stiff there. It went to right here into that section. Okay, we'll start. Just gonna find the right bits for the platter here. I thought I had them all marked out, but they're just problem with this type of tools. I think they change everything. Everything gets changed, so you have to have these Torx, all the different size Torx bits. The platter itself you can sell as aluminum. Just trying to get the platinum recovery on there is really difficult, and you need a large amount. It's probably worth more money in aluminum. Okay, looks like there's a flat head here. Here it is. Okay, so you have the platter here. That's where all the data is stored on here. So if someone wanted their hard drive destructed, this is what you have to destruct, is the platter itself. I'm not sure if there's much data in these chips. There's probably a small amount of memory data in here, but is it enough to, this is your main. So if you just scratch it up like this, right, it's void. It will not be good no more, right? Some guys drill holes there, they're just going to disintegrate them or whatever they do. Okay, let's just get some order off here. See, now it's a different one again. Let's write this one, find one here. Yep. I put latex gloves on here just to keep my hands from. I mean, there's probably chemicals on this stuff, possibly. There's lots of dust and different things, right? But just best to keep your hands clean as possible. Okay, I'm just going to take this little wrapper off here. Okay, so here's your mortar. So you can throw that into your mortar buckets. copper motors. Okay. Another different size. Drives you crazy, huh? I'm gonna have to get a bunch of other screwdrivers and then have them set up like that. It's not working, that one. Okay, it's this one. One of the three. The old school ones were pretty simple. They were built really good. They were all had screws. They were all pretty nice. A lot of the newer ones. Here's the magnets. You'll have those really high-powered magnets are here. Ooh, wow. Well, that's really tough, that one. Yeah, so you want a magnet, this is the best magnet you can get. Okay, so we have aluminum here, a little spacer ring. You got the platter. We have the housing. So we have basically all this is aluminum right here. Motor is aluminum, partly aluminum. This is all steel actually. No. It's all steel, but regardless, it's still a mortar. Okay, so now we have another little board here. It's got an IC chip on it. Got to figure out how it comes off. You gotta be careful with high powered magnets. If you have a credit card, or you could erase all the stuff on your credit card, your bank card. So you don't want to put it near anything sensitive. Old cassette tapes or anything like that. The magnet will just wipe all the data off it. So okay, here's like a cotter, not a cotter pin, but like I said, it's a have to get pliers or something to get it off. But it's basically like I forgot what it's called, but yeah, you have to. It's just like it's like a cotter pin style thing, but it's like a half horseshoe. You pop that off, and this will come off completely. This one is epoxied here. I can see the epoxy around here. The gold-plated pins are epoxied. There's another real fine. I need a fine bit here to get this off here. Anyways, let me figure out how to get this off here, and then I'll get back to you in a second. Okay, stand by. I have a point here, so I put the point in here. Now I've got the clip here. So as you see, it's like a half horseshoe. That should pop right off. Come on. Get some screwdriver or something. It's all pressed on there pretty good, this stuff. There it is. Okay, so this is almost clean. I have to get the pins out here, and I think I have to put it on something and pound it out because it's epoxied on it really good. So that's the one, the hard drive there, just has the pins. So in here, this the actual writing thing here, it's got a little bit of copper here. You can just pop it off like that. So a piece of copper, number 2 copper. So there's a fair amount of good materials in here. You have a mortar, you have aluminum here, piece of copper, piece of cast. Let's double check. Oh no. It's metal. You have 2 really good neodymium magnets. You can't get anything stronger than this. Is really, really good. So you can sell those. People sell them on eBay. This thing here, it's actually mixed. You can sell as dirty aluminum. I can maybe clean it up a bit better, but it's just minor. And you got one super nice board, beautiful board. If they're all like this, you know, they're heavy board. Okay, let me take another one apart. Stand by. 1 terabyte here. It says it's bad. I found this in a dumpster, but anyways, they labeled it bad. Okay, so we'll just start taking screws apart. This has 6 screws on this one. This is a pretty modern one. It's got the modern board and all that on there. Very tiny board. We'll see what's on the outer side of the board. Reverse side of the board. It might be more interesting. Okay. It's got a good seal on it. It's got little rivets in the corner here. I think that's what's holding it. Could be glue or something, maybe. But yeah, it's a little bit of glue on here. Oh, it's pretty good. Oh, it's actually might have a screw on it. Right here somewhere. I can see something there. Just a hidden screw that I can't see. You do that so you can tell if you tampered with it or not. There it is. So when you take it back and say, hey, you know, my hard drive is broken, they know you've been inside it, playing with it. That way they can tell it's got a moisture bag in it or something. Some steel. No good. Huh. It's got actual scratches on. Oh, so that's what happened. The thing broken. It jammed up. It's got scratches on the platter. So it's obviously it is not working. That's why it says it's bad, because the actual platter got scratched and the reading arm is broken. So it's obviously internal issues, not the board. Aluminum. Get the platter off. Platter. We'll say it's aluminum. Okay. They're all a little different, like I say. They're all going to be a little different. Some are made in China, some are American made, or Germany, Malaysia. Made all around the world, really, but they're all essential the same design. Okay, let's pull whatever I can out with this screwdriver. No, see, it must be one size off a bit or something, because it's not working. This might work. No, these sizes are so close to each other that, you know, you think it's stripped, but it's not stripped. It's just the size is off a bit. A little bit of gold-plated terminals here. So basically, it goes to the board like the other one. So here's some gold recovery in that one. We'll just throw it in there for now. Let's get these magnets out. Okay, no magnet on that side. Steel. It's a magnet only on one side, which is strange. Usually it's 2 sides of magnets. I say sometimes these things are so cheap that they break down because they're just cheaply made. Look at the magnet only on one side. I'm not sure there's nothing holding it there or something. Back to the other one. Like I say, some hard drives you won't be able to take apart completely. They got punch in there. Especially the motors are punched, like slotted in there. Yeah, I think one's going to be a problem here. Screw it, I can't get it out. It's like stripped. If I get one size bigger, I can force it maybe. There. Okay, here's the board. Pretty well just nothing on it really. A couple chips, I don't know why this red is on here. Just a piece of red, but just a couple chips on here, that's it. MLCCs and a few things in here. They're so small, it's like smaller than a grain of rice, half the size of a grain of rice. A little bit of gold plating there. Okay, let me see what else we can do here. This should almost come out. I don't know what's holding this thing in here. Could be glued or something. Strong screwdriver there. Little force. Huh, it's only one-sided. That's unusual. Usually there's two for the hard drive. I mean for the magnets, 2 magnets in there usually. Some of that stuff might have to do outside. I have to pry it. It might fly in all over the house. Okay, it's out. So as we said, the mortar looks like it's pressed in there. You have to actually pound it out, the mortar. We knock the traces off. There's this here. So the end result is we have to hammer this to like later on. It's not 100% clean, but you can get the majority off. All you do is you can get a little hammer and a punch and just bang that, and the mortar should pop right out. Okay, another one down, almost. Okay, not complete. Put it over here. Okay, another one here. I just can't see how big the hard drive is. It doesn't really say. No, I don't see. Okay, so it's got a different a DSP flat pack chip. It's a good board, a nice looking board. I'll pop the screws off here. This one's got 2 tantalums on there. It's unpainted aluminum base. So it's definitely older. When it's unpainted like that, you know it's pretty old. You started painting stuff later. Okay. So basically, like I say, they went from this size board to that board, and now to this board. And then possibly, this could be the new version of the board. Well, maybe not. This could be a little bit older. This is probably the... It's got the same, maybe it's just the quality. It's got the same kind of plug, similar plug. Just maybe the quality has changed or something. Okay, we'll pop this off here. Got one. We'll take the cover off. Six screws again. Why is this so hard? The screwdriver is kind of maybe in between size. Because the screwdrivers are, the tips are tapered a little bit, so they work halfway in the next size kind of thing. That's why you think it's kind of stripped, and sometimes not. It's just you're just out half a size. In my storage, I got probably another 20 hard drives, and I got a bunch of cable boxes that have hard drives. I'm slowly trying to weed out all the stuff in my inventory. Just got way too much stuff. This has got a seal here, factory seal. It's got a screw here somewhere, probably right here, I don't think. Yeah. Got 2 screws. All built a little different. This is like warranty screws, right? You remove this, your warranty's void, right? Okay, there. It's got a bit of seal on the outside. Oh, why so heavy? This is pretty heavy, like it's aluminum, but very heavy. Wow. It's amazing how heavy that is. Hopefully the collectors aren't cringing at me taking these vintage parts, hard drives apart, but like I say, I mean, I do this for recycling and I do it for gold recovery. If I don't do it, someone else is gonna either throw in the garbage, it's gonna be lost anyways, right? But hard drives are good for if you want to fix up those old computers and get them working like original. You know, some of the hard drives are valuable, but you have to make sure they're working right, and I got no way of testing this stuff. So you can't guarantee something if you can't test it, right? So then, you know, then you're not going to get much. Well, it's got 3 platters in here. Never seen that before. 3 platters. If I can get one off. I feel a feeling this has something to do with it here. Another screwdriver. That's not the one. Might be here. No. Might just be rivet. Hard to tell. Yeah, it's got 3 platters in here. It should pop out. As far as I know, all kind of pop out, but like I say, I haven't took this one apart before, so I'm not really sure. This got the 2 magnets on the side, and you leave the magnets on those bases. If you take them off, they break. They're real brittle, actually. Once it comes off, it just breaks. It's not doing nothing here. Yeah, I'm just drawing this thing good. Should pop off. Copper came off. Okay. It's the other magnet. Look at the force. Oh! Ow. Look at the force on that, man, I'll tell you. Oh! That's ridiculous. That's the strongest magnets I ever had. The old school ones are super powerful. Yeah, that's a really good set there. Okay. Let me figure this platter out here. Oh, there it is. All the breaking stuff apart and came out. Okay. See, this is really old. Really old computers didn't have any gold plating. Not very much. This is probably like a silver plating or something. See, that's really weird. I opened up some really old computers and I couldn't find any gold plating at all. So gold plating was more around the 80s, I think. Unless it was industrial, like commercial. What the hell this stuff is. Gold plating, I think, came a little bit later. Oh, it should come off. I don't know why it's not coming off. One. Should come off better now. I don't understand why it doesn't want to come. But it's 3 platters, which is I find is unusual. I heard of two platters, but not 3. Not sure who knows what's on here for like just entertainment wise, not like hacking stuff, but just cool stuff on here, right? You know, something, you know, could have had good music on there, could have had cool games maybe. Okay, well this one's giving me problems here, and I think it's something to do with, well, I see what it is. You have to get this top one off here. I don't know why it doesn't come off. Each platter has its own ring. I don't know why it didn't come off here. Well, this one's giving me problems to throw it over. Okay, just stand by. Let me get something else to show you. This one's interesting. It had Phillips screws and had Torx in the center for the safety screw. The back of the board had Phillips screws. Here's the board. Basic board. Got a cover over this here for some reason. Got a Agree or something it says for the chip. Basically, these chips are good. They're nice looking chips here. They got a lot of bonding wires in those ones. Because each leg here, it could be like 30 legs here and 30 here. I don't know exactly. I can't count them. There's just so many. They're so fine. But say there's 30. That's 120 bonding wires that are going to your silicon die there, so there's a chance, you know, if your die is in a, if you're looking here, if it's like here and here, from some point to here, you'll have little wires, and they're gold, usually 24 karat gold, up to anyways, bonding wires in those things. That's why those flat packs, they're good for the gold recovery. Okay, let's pop this off and see what's involved. Actually, I never took the screw out yet. Okay. Like it even says, warranty void if seal broken. So that's the seal for that safety screws. They made them Torx because not many people have torque tools like the fine ones. They're pretty hard to get the fine one. They use the precision sets you need. Nice heavy base again. Heavy aluminum. So we basically have a bank. Oh, see, different screwdrivers. Some are real fine, the tips, and some are a little sloppy, a little bigger. There are 2 magnets here. Oh, that problem's getting out. Doesn't want to go. I guess the screw's holding it there. Come on. Should be out. It's just the magnet holding it. There's another one there. Okay, and we have screws here again. Other side of the magnet, a couple screws. So these are the ones you want. If you get the old hard drives, these magnets are great. Okay, let me pop this out. fighting, fighting everything with that thing there. Great magnet. Okay, this is a really small Torx for the platter here. Probably have to get another one, probably that one here. No. So that's 3 different Torx already, 4 now. So when you do get yourself a good set, a precision tool set, make sure you have all the real fine Torx bits, right? The little tiny ones, and the very tiny Phillips ones too. Because you know all these type of electronics have all type of different sizes, Torxes and Phillips, and sometimes even flatheads. Some weird gel packs and stuff. We'll do one again. Platter. The mortar's pressed in also. So that means I'll have to get them out tomorrow. I don't know why these are so hard to get out. There's a clamp here or something. I don't see nothing obvious. Oh, I see. Look at that, huh? Very fine screw right there. Right there on the side there. Here it is. So there's a little groove in there, and the screw sits in a groove. Or it doesn't sit, it just sits stationary actually. Okay, so that's a different one. So now that I can't get the mortar out, like as you see, let me go set some in the garage and make a show you how I can punch it out. Stand by. Sorry, I'm not set up properly here, but I can't find a punch. But I'm gonna use the old screwdriver here. It's just a Phillips. You have to try getting dead center. It's almost out. Need something a little sharper. But normally I would have a punch or something, but I'll try to find something here. I had punches here somewhere. Just everything's all over the place here. I haven't organized my garage yet. See if I can get something just a little finer to fit inside there. Okay, let me find something. Try this tool here, might work. No, it's almost out. There it is. That's one part of the mortar out. So if we get a flat screwdriver here, of course everything's too big. There, right there. So as you can see, you punch it out. You punch this little hole out. If I had a center punch, a couple swings, it'd be out. Here's your mortar, the copper spool, and the aluminum here. So it actually separated it pretty good. Okay, pretty straightforward. You got the hint here, right? Okay, I got another hard drive here. I found out how to take the ring off. It's actually pressed on. You just kind of have to work at it and it pops out. This is a double platter system. double platter. This one, the motor looks like it unscrews, so that's nice. A little more easier for us, right? But you understand, like, you have to use a punch to get some of those components out. Sometimes there's steel pegs in these things too. Every hard drive is a little different. There it is. So now that's the motor. It's a mixed. So the magnet's so powerful. It's getting the shaft versus aluminum. Very powerful. But good size, you know, maybe well 2-3 ounces maybe. Throw it into your copper mortar buckets. I'll leave those for now. There's some sort of pads. I'm not sure what they are. If anybody knows what's in those pads, could be toxic. Who knows? So we got a clean, fairly clean one here now. It's like almost like carbon in there or something, or something. Let's look at one here. This blue one here. This one is. It looks like a newer one. How big is it? I don't see nothing here. July 2010. So it's 9 years old. I can't figure out where it says the storage space, but okay, let's start working on it. I mean, this one is probably similar to most of the other ones anyways, but so this is about all four different ones I took apart. So you see a variation of all four different kinds. So they're all a little different. Some are easier, some are harder. You just gotta have to pry stuff out. If you can't get it out, you gotta pry it out or punch it out. This one's got the safety screw right here in clear view. 2 on there actually. See the indentation here, I thought. Maybe not. We'll soon find out. Nope. This one, the magnet came out, or the magnet came out by itself. That's pretty strange. See how cheap it is? You can tell it's a cheap one, cheap from China. I'm just discriminating anybody, but the quality is very cheap. This one that said made in China. Where did I see that? Made in China. Made in China right there. Look at the magnet. It's a joke. Look at the magnet. It's nothing. It's just this. That's why these hard drives here they're not super fast. Look at them. Magnet is nothing compared to that. Look at this. Even this one's a newer one. Magnet's nothing. It's one screw in the center of the platter instead of having multiple. With the wrong size. I think this one was steel too, I believe. You know, steel. Let me find the right size here. So you learn after a while, you know, you pay for what you get, right? You want storage, cheap storage, or you want expensive storage, right? You want something that's going to be reliable and last long, or you want something that's going to be disposable. Yeah, stupid, wrong size. There it is, see? Another size again. Just one in-between size, you know, just enough to not work, right? Yeah, stupid thing. It's probably going to be stripped because it's not working too good. Anyways, let's pull the board out for now. That one I might just be forceful on that one. It's a colored board, which boasts and roll everything's green except this one. First colored board I've seen. See that? I mean, got 3 flat packs, right, and some other stuff here, but very little gold plating. I mean, you can see it, but it's not well, similar to this other board. Okay, so what am I gonna do here now? I'd like to get this off. Really press on it. It's not going. If I can get another size that's just a little bigger, jam it in there. It's too big. Maybe we'll jam that one on. Doesn't even turn. Huh. I can tighten it, but I can't loosen it. How stupid is that? I can tighten it. It was tightening. Oh well. Okay, this has the cotter pin design again. Some little point. There it is. So they're going to be, some are going to be super easy, some are going to be hard. It's going to be all over the place. So you have to be patient. It's just the way this stuff is built and made nowadays. It's made to be disposable. And they're saying it's precious metals, but I mean, I don't see very much anymore. So, I mean, sure, you might have copper, aluminum, stuff like that, but precious metals, you don't see a lot. This was even riveted in here somehow. Got it out. But look at this little magnet there. It's unbelievable, nothing. I mean, it's enough to be strong enough, but it's nothing like those other magnets. Those are worthless. Okay, here's another fine tip here. What's this one here? Okay. I'll take the majority off here, and then I'll just punch out that mortar completely with the platter. That's all I can do. That one, I would think. But you pay for what you get, right? Even like storage data, like if you buy storage data real cheap, you know, are you trusting to have all your data on something that's just cheap, or do you want to pay a little more? Pay a little more and you have guaranteed data storage. I'm gonna put a sticker on here. Yeah, so you can punch it out here. Once I punch it out, it should come out no problem. So it's almost clean. This is too bad. I can't get it out anyways because I'd have to punch it no matter what. So anyways, that's another one incomplete. There's a couple screws here too, I see. Have to come out under plastic. Just holding a screw in place from falling out. And the screws are loose. Yeah. Oh, so that was holding the magnet, I think. So it's just too forceful there. Probably what it was doing. So like I say, I mean, I'm no expert on these either, right? So all I can just do, what I can, is just take them out and see this out completely. That one I'll have to punch out too. It's not coming out. Okay, it's a little bit of hard drives for you. What I'll show you is to get this copper out here. It's easier if you just leave the reader by itself and just go like that. Pull on it. Otherwise, if you take it out, it's harder to clean. That's my tip here. Leave it on, pry it up, then you're set. So last time I tried getting this off here, and actually, to be honest, if you unscrew it like this, it does unscrew. Last one I had, I don't know why it didn't unscrew. It was stripped or something, but no, it unscrews. So that's the way of getting that out. Most of these hard drives, I gotta punch them out. The mortars, they're all pressed in there. A good assortment of magnets, that's for sure. They're all different kind of shapes and sizes. I got a different style one here I just want to show you. It's definitely an old one. It's all aluminum here. 1999 to 2003, the date. The design, I guess. This one, like I say, it has Phillips. We call it Star. That's what I call it, but anyways, a Phillips end there. Oh, it's pretty hard to get that magnet out. Oops. That's not even a magnet. One-sided only. Okay, it's not a magnet. The magnet's here. It's kind of unusual. There it is. One magnet only. This one I'll just go like this. Pry that off like that. My copper pile. Doesn't fit. Nope. There's like different screwdrivers patterns here now. Different size Phillips. So this is the oddball one I had here. A couple oddballs mixed in here. Lots of warning signs for void warranty if you disturb it. Here's a big spacing ring on this platter here. Sure, lots of stuff here, screws and different components. That's steel. That would be aluminum. All made a little different. This one I don't have a flat screwdriver that's going to fit here. Just try to pry it off, I guess. And that one, like I say, I might have to get a proper tool for that because the platter's not coming off. At least I can unscrew the mortar, which is a bonus. So many different screwdrivers they're using. Two different kinds. Three. There's a Torx and two different size Phillips. Here, got another mortar. Go in the copper mortar pile. So if I can break that off somehow, then I can have it clean. You know what? This has got void warranty. That means it could have a screw there. Yeah, might have one there. Yeah, look at every little stupid detail here. Yeah, got one there. First one I seen here. The design's a little different. Usually there's warning labels and stuff telling you don't disturb it and so on. Okay, so we got a nice clean little thing here. Nice piece of aluminum. Yeah, one here is a bit of an unusual one. I don't see a board. Actually, yeah, I took the board off, yeah. That was the board here, went like that. Okay, but the screw's here, but the face comes off, like here. It's a bit of an oddball one. Bit of an oddball. Some copper. Mortars unscrewed from the back. You just have your basic components, but it's a little bit of an oddball one I want to show you. First one I ran across. I think it's called a Matador or something. No, Maxtor or something. At least it strips down really good. Here's the gold-plated pins on this side, so you have to really look at what you're throwing out. The gold recovery on the pins are probably pretty good. So old plating, not new. Well, some of these magnets are really hard to get out. Must be a screw here or something. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay, magnets are building up. So it looks like we've got a pretty clean unit here. I'm going to take this, it's like some sort of silica pack or something here. It's actually glued in there. Look, actually comes out this way. Here. Okay. Another one clean. Okay, so here's a 40 gig hard drive for a laptop. Here's the board. Let's compare something like standard board. It's about the same. Exact same chips, basically, LSI. Okay, we'll take the back off. Already took the screws out. There was 6 here, and there was like 5 or 6 on the board. This is probably stainless steel, I'm thinking. It's not really aluminum. So it's a miniature hard drive in there, basically, or a miniature platter and all that. Magnetic. Okay. Takes a really fine Torx, very small. So you punch the mortar, same thing. Okay, basically pretty clean. Just take the trace off here. You have to pull the motor out with a punch. There. Okay, that's it. Got them all stripped. I'll organize everything and I'll show you what I got here. Stand by. Okay, this is the hard drive teardown. 28 hard drives total. These are all the different magnets. There's so many different styles and shapes. Thick ones, small ones, real cheap ones, and some really good ones. They're just all mixed up. These are stainless steel rings. These are aluminum. Aluminum there. Copper. These are mortars that I got out that I can unscrew. This cast aluminum. That's aluminum winding. Platters here. These are all aluminum backings. These are clean hard drives. The ones I gotta unscrew everything. These are the reading arms. They're dirty aluminum. Some are mixed stainless. There's a dirty lid. It's got partial aluminum and our cast and metal mixed in. There's a few gold pins mixed in there. Here's the backs. It's all steel. Everything here is steel in there, right? And then here's all the boards. A nice variety of different boards like I showed you earlier. These ones all need to be punched out, like I showed you on the last time. This one I gotta punch out the pins out of here because it's epoxy in there. But they're generally ready to be, you know, once you punch it out. There might be a couple of things I have to pull off with a pair of pliers or something, but generally it's all ready to go. So that's it. Really good. Took over 3 hours at least to do this, I think. About 3 hours maybe. That's using just screwdrivers and so on, right? No power tools. It's just too many different size bits and they're hard, and you know you have to really if you go too strong on, they strip pretty easy too, some, right? Anyways, that's it. I think it's 28 or 29, I believe, total. There's one small one from a laptop. The rest are all tower PCs. Okay, this is it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like if you like. All comments welcome. Whatever opinions you have. Like I say, it's not a lot of materials here. The best part is the boards. These are $8.50 a pound. Those are 50 cents a pound. Magnets you can sell on the internet, right? Stainless steel is like 40-50 cents a pound. Platters will go as aluminum. These will be all cleaned. Well, they're clean, but whatever's clean is 50 cents a pound. Whatever's dirty will be less, but I'll punch all these out so these will all be clean. They're about ½ a pound each, right? So I'll punch them all out and they'll be clean. I have another, I think, 30 or 40 more in storage, but I'm after the boards, so I'm very happy. I'll put them away special. I'll mark them as hard drive boards. Okay, thanks for watching. As always, have a great day.